That's why I'm going to introduce legislation to declare Antifa domestic terrorists, because they need to be taken apart. We need to investigate exactly who they are, who funds them, and then we need to make sure that whenever they come out and erupt in violence, attacking police officers and attacking businesses in cities like my city, in Atlanta in Georgia, we need to make sure that they're arrested and charged with domestic terrorism charges, just like the GBI did this past weekend. Enough of Antifa. They are not the anti-fascists. They are the fascists. And they always show up and they defend Democrat causes. Not only do they attack police.
Atlanta is Marjorie Taylor Greene's city. That's why she's been there all weekend trying to help things and fix things. I showed you yesterday how Marjorie Taylor Greene received funding from UPS, who are funding this cop city. On Open Secrets, that she also received money from something called Save America, which Waffle House put tons of money into that, so they're kind of hiding their name on her contributions. Marjorie Taylor Greene isn't even fit for Waffle House. She calls it her city when most of the people there protesting are from Atlanta, and they just don't want the helicopters crashing into their house, explosives being detonated in their neighborhoods. They don't want their park being stolen. They don't want their tax money being stolen just to terrorize themselves. They don't want to be used as dummies for police to practice their chokeholds. Notice that she dropped the BLM. Now it's just Antifa. But one thing I didn't talk about, all the people charged, they all get domestic terrorism charges tacked on by default. They're tacking that on to anyone who objects to the rule of Buckhead millionaires. If you disagree with them, they'll have you killed by their personal hitmen that they call the police. And why were they charged with domestic terrorism? Because DHS has already classified their group as some sort of terrorist group. Marjorie Taylor Greene's also supposed to be part of DHS now. You would think she would know that. And I'm putting up the definition of terrorism: unlawful use of violence, intimidation, especially against civilians, in the pursuit of political aims. Here's what the real terrorists look like. If you stand in their way, they'll have you killed. Anyone who protests is a domestic terrorist. We will steal your park and we will steal your tax money and give it to our businesses to build Waffle Houses, because the police are going to be working up quite an appetite kicking your ass. And they're just setting the pace, aren't they? They've already killed one person before it was even been